guys, I'm Flight Attendant JoJo. Welcome to my channel. I'm so happy you're here. If you are not subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button below. It means so much to me. I'm just happy you're here though. And if you get a chance, also hit the like button. Before we get into today's vlog, which is gonna be so fun because Flooster's in it, it has been a minute. Airlines are bringing back the routes. Do you remember airline news vlogs I used to do? The giant green screen. Leave a little fun emoji below. We have more flying than before. I thought I would mention some of the updates that airlines are bringing to October 2022. In case you wanted to go to an international destination, I'll inform you of some of these new routes. Or if you thought you were just gonna pop on a flight and that route no longer exists. Obviously, I'm gonna be a little bit airline specific, and you'll know which airline I'm talking about. That's the one I care about the most. But what got this in my head is Air New Zealand started their new flight from Auckland all the way to JFK on the 787, and yes, it was true, on the way back from JFK they had to take passengers' bags off because they weren't sure they were going to make it all the way back to New Zealand. But Qantas did say that they were going to start doing the same thing starting June. What I did here is I went to the airline's cargo shipping website, and I think I'm reading this right. I looked at the routes and their start days, and here is what I've learned. Miami is gonna gain Paris, which I know they've had Paris, so if someone can explain to me why I think they lost it on this little cargo sheet, please feel free to explain it to me. Also, feel free to smash the thumbs up button, making me a bit happy. But I also don't want to get too excited. Some of you know I was displaced from LAX. I want to be back at LAX so badly. It's where I'm from. More flying means more chances of me getting back to LAX. They took Sydney away. You've seen me fly that LA-Sydney route so many times. They took it away for a few months. It is coming back. Do not worry, I will be on that flight the first week that it's back. So, LA to Sydney starts on October 26th. There were rumors that it is on the 787 right now, but that it might change to the 777. I did look a few months out because I have a second Australia trip planned. Right now it's still saying the 787. So let me know if you know any more details when it's gonna go the 777. Also, LA is getting Haneda on October 29th. That is a huge relief to be flying back to Asia. We already fly from other bases, but if we can get more Asia back in LAX and more Hawaii's, like, it would make my flight attendant life so much better. This one's a bit fun for me. We are moving into DFW, which is where I'm based, Dallas Fort Worth. Could you imagine JoJo flying to SCL on October 29th, which I will not be doing, but I did have the audacity to bid this one. I saw this in the bid sheet. It is Auckland. American Airlines, they are doing DFW to Auckland. LA doesn't have New Zealand back. They did have it in the past. On October 29th, flight number 35. Oh, wouldn't that be so cool to work DFW to Auckland? All right, this is a sad moment for the Chicago base. I told you I'd mention the places are dropping. We're going into winter flying, so that means all this summer flying, they drop some routes because not as many people are flying there. Chicago is losing Dublin, Athens, and Barcelona. That goes for DFW, also losing Dublin, and I believe losing Rome, which I have yet to work either of those from DFW. But I'm tempted to just hop on a plane and go. Nothing is better than a direct flight internationally. Philly is gonna drop Lisbon, but they are gaining Madrid. I don't know how they don't have Madrid already. I also don't know how DFW doesn't have Barcelona. Philly's also dropping Venice. So these are more at the end of the month versus the beginning of October. It is really like the end of October. So if you are based there and you want one of those trips, this is your last chance. Okay, I need someone to explain this. Help me. We have Seattle to London. It is between British Airways and American Airlines, and I see that British Airways is operating it right now. I also see that American Airlines is going to operate on October 30th. I don't know who is going to work that flight because there is no flight attendant base in Seattle for American Airlines. They're going to have to fly a crew up from LA or DFW, Chicago, like which base is actually working this? I asked a friend, we were not sure. We think it's DFW. If you do actually know, please leave it in the comments. Let me know, you guys, if you enjoyed this part of the vlog, adding in some airline news updates, and let's get into a traditional flight attendant JoJo vlog. Oh, I'm off for 2 days, gonna go visit my dad and stepmom in Austin and Finfin. I'm cracking up at the standby list right now. There are like 30 plus people on the standby list, and thankfully there's 70 seats open. We're just hanging out. Marcus is working on a Saturday morning, and we are at the very far D gates. Like, you have to walk all the way down and around. This is our morning cardio. No?
If you want to, I'm just super
Yes,
shy.
you guys, Scott's on my flight this morning, and he's deadheading. He's going Puerto Rico later. I'm just going straight to Austin. It has been like 3 months since I've seen the Finsters. Good to see you. Miss you.
No, stay.
Hi, Luis.
She's coming.
You bit my nose, Finfin.
Constructions. I'm so sorry.
Let's see how Marcus does. Finfin is worried.
Come on, buddy.
Good morning. We are going and getting coffee now. Where are we going? Codependent?
Codependent.
We're going to Codependent. I think there's like a cinnamon cappuccino or something that we get. And then the next place is the restaurant for breakfast. Okay, Kristen got a turmeric drink. I got some sort of blueberry pancake, I think. And Marcus just, you know, fancy and got a cappuccino. Look at that cute little orange juice. Dad has the same little camera.
Are you filming me?
Yeah. It's facing you.
Hi, everybody. Remember to like and subscribe.
Devoured the chia seed pudding. This is shakshuka. I think there's some sausage over there. Eggs and potatoes. And they use the shakshuka exactly how Marcus is doing it right now, and Dad. Kristen and I are eating gluten-free, so we got some gluten-free bread. Dad was filming. Guess what we did? Oh, they're gone. Where's Kristen? Mommy K bought flights to Australia. And Gold Coast nonetheless, and Sydney. Oh my gosh, we are doing a family trip. Marcus's family in Melbourne, they bought business class nonetheless. Marcus and I are just hoping to get on the flight, and they're like confirmed business class seats. March 2023, here we go, you guys.
Oh my gosh! We get to spend a lot of money. This is so exciting for a human male.
I'm so excited. Hardly know the first thing about booking with points, miles, anything like that. We're going to the Gold Coast. Marcus and I have been with our friends the Gold Coast before, and it was during COVID, so they gave like super discounted tickets. Well, this time we thought we'd book with points, miles. We just booked from Melbourne to Gold Coast and Gold Coast to Sydney, and then we'll fly out of Sydney back to America with our miles, and it was gonna cost us $560 Australian dollars, which is close to 400 US dollars. Well, instead we used 40,000 points on one of our credit cards, and I think it was $56 with taxes. So that was not bad. We only paid $56 for 4 tickets instead of $400. So that is how I use my points. Obviously, you know that I fly all the time, not using points. Okay, so we're chilling in the lounge. I just saw that there's a ton of weather in Dallas, but I grabbed a coffee because we might be on the plane for a minute due to weather. The question is, will Marcus and I get a seat? We don't know. I might have to take the jump seat so that Marcus can get a seat. We decided to split up taking a seat and Marcus is staying back. Maybe he'll get a seat. It's weight restricted. I had a middle seat, so I didn't get to film, but I did have the exit row, which had extra leg room, and Marcus did make it. He's just somewhere in the back of the plane, and I'm waiting for him to get both of our bags down. So this is me being a princess, just waiting. I'm also hoping he wants to do an in-and-out run with me. It's 8:30 at night. But I kind of want in-and-out before we go home. Your girl is a sweet talker, although I'm pretty sure it takes like 0 effort to convince anyone to get in-and-out. Thanks for watching this vlog, and I will see you guys in the next one.